get up, stretch my legs. Eat some breakfast, milk and eggs. Brush my teeth up, wash my face. Start my day. Wake up, get up, stretch my legs. Eat some breakfast, milk and eggs. Brush my teeth up, wash my face. Throw my clothes on, start my day. Wake up, I can smell the smoke from the bacon. Let's go, see the sun shining from the windows. Okay, I know that today'll be a good day. Okay, I know that today'll be a good day. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. Drink some water, brush my teeth. Get out of bed and I stretch. Bed in my hair is a mess. Look through my clothes for a fit. Anything I do is drip. Feel like a kid when I'm tick-tocking. I still keep it real as it is. I show my age, I don't switch often. I'm just as a dad as it gets. Try taking naps with my kids talking. I'm guessing this life how it is. And I can't wait for the weekend. Keep jammies on like I'm a kid. Wake up, get up, stretch my legs. Eat some breakfast, milk and eggs. Brush my teeth up, wash my face. Throw my clothes on, start my day. Wake up, I can smell the smoke from the bacon. Let's go, see the sun shining from the windows. Okay, I know that today'll be a good day. Okay, I know that today'll be a good day. Feel good, feel great, can't complain. Look out my window, see birds and planes. Sun's out, some clouds, it might rain. Siblings on my nerves again. Summertime, go for a swim. Wintertime, go grab a sled. Spring, I might need an umbrella. Fall back in school with my friends. Attitude change like the weather. My mom tell me it never ends. Like clocks, we evolve in a circle. Every 12 months we do it again. Wake up, get up, stretch my legs. Eat some breakfast, milk and eggs. Brush my teeth up, wash my face. Throw my clothes on, start my day. Wake up, get up, stretch my.
Oh, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the lab. Talk to me, tall boy. How you feel, brother?
It's Wednesday. It's
is
lab.
That what it is, man? Look,
Yeah,
let me tell you something. Man, I'm excited about today. Shouts out to everyone that's coming through in the building. We see some folks. We see some winners in here. Keely is in the building. She's already
on me.
Already.
Hopefully you will appreciate my audio, Keely. I've done the best that I can every week. I'm trying.
Man.
But, James then stepped his game up and said, look, Tallboy, if you don't get it right, I'm going to just show you how it's done with the Mac and the new mic that he had.
Shouts out to some investments in Shure, because I better do some investing in them. I done got it all out of kilter now, but yeah, we got it. We stepped up the game. Keely got that new iPad Pro too. Hold on. I need to give a shout out to Henny the business. Yeah, y'all know who Henny is. I was watching his review of the iPad Pro, the 12.9 today, and he's the one who convinced me to get it. So next thing you know, I'm at the Apple Store at Arden Fair Mall today. Let me give a shout out to Dana, Jawad, and Drea out there at the Apple Store, Arden Fair Mall in Sacramento, California. They helped me out and got me all hooked up. So yeah, we rocking some new things. I see seeing you in the building. How you doing, sir? Appreciate you for jumping in. Appreciate you for stopping by. Hit the spot 10:06. Oh my God, what you cooking today?
No, she made those Korean style air fryer ribs last night or yesterday in under an hour.
Okay.
With green beans and her infamous macaroni and cheese.
I heard that. Sammy Superstar, this is a bad man right here. Love it having you here, sir. Appreciate you as always. Thank you for the shouts on that. He wants that Inspector Gadget song back. Maybe next week, Tallboy, when you get back to producing.
Not next week, but we'll talk about that.
Oh, no, yeah, that's right. All right.
We'll talk about that.
I'll catch it.
So while you doing all your shout outs, I mean, I gotta give a big shout out to let's see, J5 Create. They came through and they came out with the live capture adapter. And basically you can take your smartphone and stream to a DSLR similar to the LiveView Solo that you guys know that I have not really talked big about just yet, but you can take your DSLR, connect this to your cell phone, and you can then stream. So I would love to see how all of this works with the guests that we have today, because I just like to play with toys.
Yes, you do.
And so since I like to play with toys, it's like I'm gonna push the tech limits. So J5 Create sent this. And then, since you had a multi-adapter, I haven't even had a chance to take it out of the box, but they sent me a modular multi-adapter with 2 kits. So that toy that you never sent me in the mail, J5 just said,
man.
No worries. We're just gonna overnight it to you.
We're gonna start like so. You already given a ill impression to the man we got waiting behind the scene.
I'm just saying, I mean, I'm a techie, and you told me you had the stuff. You were gonna put it in the mail, and I never got it. So hopefully the brother that we bring onto the stage, when he said he gonna send something out, hopefully he will do a better job than what we do.
Wow. Okay.
That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna let you go ahead, because I've already said it twice that we got a guest.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you go ahead and make the introduction to the brother from Charlotte, North Carolina.
My goodness, I'm sweating as all out right now. But
bring it today. It's your guest, so if you don't bring it, we're gonna bring it. I'm gonna bring it to you.
It's all right. Look, ladies and gentlemen, let's go and get focused. Though again, thank you very much for joining us for another episode of The Lab, where we talk consumer technology. We dive into the latest stories of the week and really analyze them and kind of give you some tips and tricks and best practices. Today we have someone who's going to talk to us about audio, video, mobile technology, and how you can take advantage of some of that. So not just speakers, not just microphones, but adapters, connectivity, not just iOS, but Android as well. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if I brought him on the right way, but I'm gonna let him do it himself. Mr. Derrick Floyd, how you doing, man? Did I didn't do Steve Harvey on you, but I did it okay.
Right.
Okay.
Come on.
Deacon Floyd, y'all. We can call him Deacon Floyd.
He called
him Deacon.
Let's get out there, Tech Lab people. What's happening?
All right, brother. So Derrick, talk to us. First of all, thank you very much for joining us. We are humbled. We are honored to have you on the show. Notice we both kind of stepped up the game a little bit. I went out and bought new microphones just to make sure.
Hold on. What microphone was that? It just slipped out. Oh, yeah, okay.
I know. Sorry about that. We can do the secret fraternity handshake now, right? That's what that's like. That's what that's like. Give the folks a little bit of intro of who you from your words, right? In terms of who you are and what you do, especially with IK Multimedia, and also some of the things that you do outside of that as well.
Okay. Well, my name is Derrick Floyd. I am the senior account manager / product specialist for a company called IK Multimedia. Now, I know probably almost everybody out there has heard the word IRig at least once. I mean, if you on Clubhouse or any kind of mobile app, you've heard, you got to get an IRig. Well, that's the company I work for. And we make technology that helps you get sound into portable devices, your iPhone, iPad, iPod Touch, Mac PC, and we make speakers, we make stands. We've just been on the front end of mobile technology, and now we're just branching out, making it even better for everybody that's streaming, podcasting, vlogging, you name it, and we have a device that helps you get the sound in. So today we're probably going to talk a little bit about, we're all making this mobile connection via on our cameras or on our DSLRs. But when we get back to the video or the audio, it always sounds a little junky. So we're going to give you some devices that are inexpensive, super easy to use, and that's going to make things streamlined for you and make it just something anybody can do it. Even Tallboy can do it.
You know. See, he know you already, right? Your reputation precedes the conversation.
Wow.
Yeah, I see Sammy's already been using the iRig. So yeah, so I've been using your products, and I'm wondering if our colleague Mr. Lance Gilliland is on because, like I was saying, we know Star Ackerman, right? We have been to CES a number of years.
Star's the bomb.
Right.
Shout out to Star. Shout out to Star. We miss you, girl. We miss you.
Definitely. Right. I mean, hanging out at your booth, utilizing your products while we were walking up and down the aisles doing interviews. And I'd be remiss if I didn't give the shout out to Tallboy too for getting us hooked up with some special interviews every now and then. But again, we were using your technology a number of years ago, and I would love to just have you walk through what's new, right? What you got new in the toolbox. Again, some of those tools, how cross-platform that they are, because again, you got both Android and iOS, you got Mac and PC here, and I'm sure folks are going to be chiming in with questions about how is this relevant to them, how can they use it. Tallboy and I are going to have you in our suitcase when we go back to CES in January. So we're already sold, right? We just want to hear what's new. Go ahead, man.
Well, Tallboy, you, me, or who's talking? Is this Tallboy going in?
I got one question before you get started.
Okay,
are all
there
these products, because when you say iRig, most people automatically think iOS. I'm just being honest with you.
Yeah.
Are these products iOS driven, or are they Android driven, or are they cross platform?
Most of them are cross-platform, so we're not leaving you out, Tallboy. We're not leaving you hanging by yourself. I know you get sad and get in the corner.
You do.
I understand.
You do.
I don't get sad.
You're okay
I fight back. I fight back.
You're okay today.
Okay, I'm with you. All right, come on.
You're okay today. You're okay today.
I'm bringing in comments at the right time too. This comment was in the queue for a while. I'm bringing in at the right time.
Someone wants.
So let me just start off by talking and asking the question, people that are out there. How many people are filming content, whether it be even with Zoom or vlogging or podcasting? You're filming it either from your phone or your DSLR. How many people filming? Can I get some love out there? Who's filming? Most people are?
Definitely.
Okay, so we talked about it saying most of the time your sound isn't always where it needs to be. And sometimes you don't want to spend $5 and get an SM7B. Sometimes you don't have it. Maybe you just got to get it started. Well, what if you could put together a small device, something like this, if you can see that on your screen, that you could snap that on your phone itself, and it would give you that 16-bit quality you're looking for on your mobile phone. And it has connections on the end. And it can be front and rear, so you can hear from both sides. And it's got magnets. It clips right on your phone. Boom. This is called iRig MicCast 2. Super easy. You just snap it on the device, your phone, your Android as well, and you're actually getting a professional quality sound rather than the sound off the junky part of your phone. And people were saying, man, I just want to be able to sound better on my Zoom calls when I'm doing a quick Zoom call. Something like this is super easy. This particular one, can we do prices on this on the channel here so I can see what the prices are?
You can do whatever you want to, but this is your show right now.
Role.
This is your role.
This was super easy. I think this was $49. And then we have an HD version, which of course is 24-bit, and that one is $99. So depending on how much quality you need, 16-bit for all you audiophiles out there, it's super standard. It's like the radio you hear through your system when you run in the car. Sounds good, but 24-bit is that studio quality, that next level, that broadcast quality you're looking for. So if you go on the distance, you might spend a little bit more, but you can at least get it done with something like this. iRig MicCast 2 for $49, or the HD version for $99.
Okay,
that's part one. The other part you're looking for that's been out for just this last few months is iRig Pre 2. Now, it stands for pre or preamp, if you know anything about audio. So that's amplifying the signal a bit that you're bringing in, and it's giving you an XLR connection.
Wow.
So like my boy here, Tallboy, and like my boy Mr. Hicks, they're using that SM7B. How cool would it be to be able to plug your SM7B into your DSLR directly? Well, that's what this is going to do for you. Just plug this thing right in, put the batteries in. You've actually got a gain that you can have adjustable gain on the device. You got fan and power there. You've actually got a direct monitoring, so you can hear what's coming and going at the same time, which is super sweet. And then you've got your headphone output. And this one, again, only $50, y'all. Think about it. For $50, I can get direct quality right into my camera without going to get the Rode. I mean, the Rodecaster's the bomb, but what if I'm on set? What if I'm out recording somewhere? I can't be on a Rodecaster while I'm on the road. When I'm doing a shoot, when I'm at a location, all I want to do is bring my microphone in, and this is going to do it for me, my DSLR or my iPhone, iPad, or your Android, tall boy. I got you for this one. Android, my boy, yeah.
So hold on, man, because I don't want to gloss over this, and I know Tall Boy wants to get in on this as well. So again, a lot of the folks that are watching and listening are really high-end content creators who are really looking to raise their delivery, their production to that next level. So yeah, like you said, 16-bit is great, but most of these folks are probably going to go ahead and get that 24. But you now have this feature and function capability of, I thought that was the wine crate coming. So okay, no,
better save me glass, dude. I haven't had mine today, so come on.
No, of being able to go mobile with something like an with an XLR microphone. And you answer the question. You got the gain. You've got the level. You've got all of that, those controls and that capability integrated into a $50-$60 adapter. Yeah, that's kind of game changing, man. Let me ask you a question that you probably weren't considering. What kind of competition do you guys have? Because I have never heard of anyone else doing anything to that degree at that price point.
All BS aside, not just because I work for the company, but we're one of the first ones that kind of owned that mobile portable market. There are other devices that I've come across that have tried to copy what we've already done. But if you type in mobile music revolution, you type anything like that into the search engine, you're going to find IRig first and foremost. We were one of the very first to really break sound into the iPhone. You know, when the iPhone first came out, people were like,
that's what he did.
You know, watch out. When the iPhone first came out, we created the original IRig. And the original IRig's idea was, how could you take this little small portable device that had apps on it and play your guitar through it? Because people want to be able to make great sound on their phone. So we worked with Apple and created the first guitar effects modeling application called Amplitude. And it was on your phone. And you could plug in this little small IRig, plug your guitar in, and then actually have physical models of amplifiers on your cell phone, y'all. So we really took that to the next level and just expanded that whole market. And then it began to become HD devices and speakers and stands and keyboards, because we knew a lot of us now are on the go. We're the studio and recording and creativity is wherever you are. So we're not always in the office anymore. We're not always in the studio anymore. Maybe we're in the hotel. We got to create. So you can pull your phone out, launch one of our applications, and record 4, 5, 6 tracks, actual tracks in your phone from our devices. So don't get it wrong. Nice. We're at the head of this thing.
That's what's up. I love the fact that you talked about the longevity of the company, right? So you're not just sewing that's cropped up 3 weeks ago during the pandemic and out of the garage or something. But I mean, not that anything's wrong with that. But
hey, I've been there myself 20 years.
Okay.
So yeah, we're gonna be around for a while. We've only expanded. We've only grown.
I love it.
And as technology has grown, we've expanded our reach. Like I said, going into monitors, we'll talk a little bit about that later. We have a couple of professional set of monitors. We have actual stands that hold your devices. We have keyboards, and we're a software company as well. I didn't even mention that, but we're really an amazing software company. So there's so many more facets to IK. This is just the beginning.
All boys over there on the website, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm on the website. I really am on the website. I'm looking at
I know where his eyes are. Yeah, I can tell.
But I'm like, let me look somewhere else and see what else that they have. Because he said that their software, they have other products. And I'm like, when I saw or when I heard IRig, honestly, I was just like, nah, this is not for me. This is really, more of an iOS type show. And, my thing was, let me find the holes and let me try and, get you here, get you there, but I mean, I'm just blown away with that everything is, compatible.
We cover it all, bro.
I love it.
We cover it all. And we cover it because we feel like creativity doesn't stop when you're out of the office.
That's good. I like that. What's next?
So you said you had a second product, right?
Yeah.
Called the IRig.
IRig Pre-2 was when we just showed. And just as you asked
and
about
that one's $49.99.
HD version, this one's $49. There's an HD version of this one that you can use with your Mac and PC, And that's the 24-bit version. That was 99. Remember, we take the next level up when we go on HD. It's a little bit more.
Yeah.
But if you want that broadcast 24-bit quality, you got to go HD. But still, $100, and you can plug it into your Mac, and PC, and your phone. So it does all three. And believe it or not, what you're hearing me from right now in my own studio is through an IRig Pre HD, the HD version. I just use it. I plug it right into my Mac, and I plug my SM7B into that, and I'm using my camera right here to talk through. But I use it just because it's quick, and I can take that same device and get the same sound if I go somewhere else. I'm not changing interfaces. Sometimes you get a little bit of weird sound when you're changing interfaces. So I use that same device here on my Mac that I do on my phone. Keeps it easy.
I'm using the Go XLR Mini. You're using the Rodecaster Pro, James, correct?
Yeah, which I may have for sale if we keep talking to Derrick.
And so basically, if you go out and get that HD, so if you go out and get that HD version of what you are talking about,
right?
You take that same mic that all three of us are using right now, and we just plug that into the 3.5 millimeter port of your laptop, and then you don't have to worry about an interface.
And now pause that. The HD version goes in USB on your Mac and PC, and it gives you different cables in the box to plug into your phone. So we give you a couple of different sets of cables. So whatever application you're using, the cable in the box.
Micro USB-A or something like that. Oh, okay.
Exactly. So that way it's still the same preamp though. You're still using the same setup on every device. So you're not having to change. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's super convenient when you're constantly creating content. For me, I create content all the time. So when I'm out, I'm gonna have the same pre I do when I'm in the office.
I love it.
It's still 24-bit 96K. The Rodecaster is amazing, but I don't need to use that too if I just have that and plug it in and go.
That's true. That's true.
Now you said you got a second one that you wanted to talk about. What is that one called?
This other one was really, we designed it as the pandemic was coming on, and right before it broke out, we saying, well, how can we heard from DJs. DJs were saying, man, how can I stream my set where I'm at right into my phone? Because everybody wants to be on IG, everybody wants to be on Clubhouse. How can I get my set right here to go right into that without a bunch of cables and a whole bunch of crazy stuff? Well, we created a product called IRig Stream. Doesn't get any easier than that, right? IRig Stream. And all it is it looks similar to this, but it has a dial on the front for volume, and it has left and right RCAs instead of the XLR at the bottom.
Okay.
So you can go right out of your mixture that you're using on your DJ set, or right out of your Rodecaster, left and right right into the mixer. Into the IRig Stream, and then from Stream right into your phone, or you can go into your Mac and PC with that as well. We give you the cables for both. What we try to do is make our devices completely flexible. I know Todd always like, well, does it work with this, work with that? Yes, we work with all those devices.
It's funny that you're saying all this, because we just had someone that just popped in, Rich Vibes. He's a DJ over in Europe, and hopefully he'll come back and catch what we're talking about with this IRig Stream, where you can bring your actual mix into your phone and then stream live to Instagram or stream to Mixcloud or whatever else it may be, and make it so simple. Paul Weber, I need you to pay attention.
All the DJs have those mixers that all have left and right out. They all use that, right? You can't. So we figured, let's not complicate it. Let's just give them what they already have: left and right RCA out, right into your device. Boom. And we figured, we can give you whatever cable you need to plug into whatever you need to do, and then you're in.
It gets no easier.
You got me over here sending messages out to all my DJ friends right now. By the time they log on, we're gonna be out of this, off of this segment here. But it's like, hey, y'all might want to pay attention. I'm
sleeping on it. You're sleeping on it.
Yeah. See, when he gets quiet over there, that means he's doing something behind the scenes. I think I finally, after I don't know how many years, how many shows, finally got him. Derrick, all right, Derrick, let's go into something else. What else you got? Appreciate you. I'm gonna use that.
Well, IRig Stream, IRig Pre HD, IRig Pre 2. I want to talk about the monitors, because people don't realize, the people that don't know us know we make some incredible studio monitors. And again, the first ones were super small. Look, see, James got them in the front.
Shouts out to the
Talk to me about them, James. Talk to me about them. Give me some love on them. What do you think?
Look, I'm gonna tell you one thing for sure. This small package, high volume, quality volume, very clear. I love the thing that surprised me. I know you're going to go into all the specifics about it.
Man, something. You talking about it?
What is so simple? The mic stand connection. So that out of everything else, beyond being able to adjust my levels and being able to plug everything else into it, just having that mic stand connection at the bottom of it, so I can mount them on my desk, which is how I got them right now, really blew me away. But the very compact size, very easy to connect. I'm glad I've got a pretty huge desk. I've got a 6-foot desk, and the fact that cable fit across from the left to the right, I was real impressed with that. That's dude. Look, I'm just a consumer talking about it, but you give the full corporate pitch.
No, man, it's not it. And see, that's the cool thing about our stuff. Notice I'm not giving you corporate nothing, man. We just try to simplify it.
Yeah.
We try to answer the question that's already been asked. You know what I'm saying? People were like, well, how can I hear my stuff if I'm on a DJ set, but I don't want a gigantic set of the monitors taking up my rig, but I need to hear it clean. I need to hear how things sound. I need to hear the bass well. I need to hear the distinction between things, and I need to hear a good stereo mix. And I want it to be left and right RCA, so I don't have a mixer. Yeah. Once again, we answered the question. Left and right RCAs in the back. You said, where can I put them on my desk? Well, you can put them on a mic stand. We got a stand that you can just route it in on a mic stand.
Ingenious. So Tall Boy, they are smaller than your hand.
Yeah.
Each one is smaller than your hand.
Size of my hand. But man, are they loud? Yeah. Talk to me. They are.
I was using the Beats pill. So look, I came from the ghetto to the penthouse. Dude, I was using the Beats pill. So anything is better than that. You moved to the Hamptons with these kids.
I did. I'm just saying. You moved to the Hamptons and you got a big crib with a pool. That's what you got now.
That's true.
I'm just saying with these.
Yeah.
So again, man, and they're Bluetooth. So you can go from your phone.
Yeah, so
you can take them on the road with you then.
Exactly.
So basically you take them, plug them into your laptop, and then you're good to go.
Remember, Tall Boy, I said wherever you're at, you got to be creative, right? If you're in the hotel, if you're on the road, if I got to plug in my IRig stream, whatever I got to do, I got to have it where I'm at. So I can sit these in the hotel and boom, I'm ready to rock and roll. I just plug them in and I can get my great sound wherever I land at. So
okay, so let me give you a couple scenarios here. What would be a good use case for a streamer to use the iLouds? What would be a good use case for that?
Right, we are right now where I'm at in my office.
So you can hear, so you can hear the speakers instead of you having.
I can hear everything clean.
The sound's coming right out of your speakers instead of your computer audio.
For sure. And what if you are on a set and you're filming something with your DSLR or you film something with your camera and you still want to have great sound while you're listening from the booth where you are? A lot of times, a lot of these people that are on the road that are filming things with their phone or with their camera, they're landing in someone else's setup. So they may not have the sound they're used to from home. Mm-hmm. They can bring these in a backpack. These are so small, they go in a backpack, right? So you're bringing your entire setup in the bag, and you're going to have full sound, clean sound. You're going to have 24-bit 96K through those where you'll hear super clean. And you've got an EQ on the back so that you can change the EQ itself. It's set for flat or desk, which actually changes how you hear them. If you're sitting them on a desk and they
which was a trip.
It changed your whole hearing if you put from flat to desk. So we thought of everything, man. We wanted to make sure you took that pro quality on the road with you. But I sit on my desk.
So the second scenario because I said streamers first. Second scenario, we got a DJ. He has to lug all of his equipment to, let's just say, the park. What would be a use case scenario for that?
He would be at the park and he would have his DJ set up right here on the table. Instead of having some gigantic speakers you got to come with him, he'd have them sitting right there on mic stands. Boom.
And those mic stands, what's the power? Clear. We're talking about we're in the office now, but now you take it to the park. And when you take it to the park, what's the type of sound that somebody is going to be expecting out of that speaker since it fits in the palm of my hand?
James, talk to him. How did they sound for you? Give me your honest explanation.
Look, so any size, small to medium sized party around a park. I know where you're going, Tall Boy, right? A small to medium sized party at a park, you can have these as your monitors and they can actually keep the party going. People can hear them clearly and you won't be peaking. As you start getting into a larger session, right? As you're probably getting into something like that's a club scene or something like that, you're not going to use these. This isn't the purpose for those. 10 by 10 types of room that I'm using them right now. I'm blowing the socks off of this place right here if I turned it up and put my Spotify playlist on. So each thing for its use case. 10 by 10 room right now. This is over and abundant of what I need. Outside in the park, again, you're under one of those awnings or something, and you've got 30 or 40 people. You are definitely going to have enough volume, gain, level, whatever acronym you want to. You're going to have enough to keep everyone enjoying the sound. So these will work for those.
Well, while he's responding, James, we got a DJ that had some questions on here. Put those questions up. And let's see how, because this is coming from a DJ. I would love to hear Derrick's response to this.
Okay. Somebody said, I'd love to hear the bass response. Well, right out the gate, these are 50 watts. So that's a pretty loud monitor to be as small as it is. Number two, the response and where they sit is designed for you to hear only forward. So it's just for you to be able to hear that. He said, are they studio quality? Yes, they are. James will tell you, they're pristine, man. They are pristine. And the only way I can tell you is if you sit them up in front of you and you're listening in your small space, in a small setting like where my room is right now, they're perfection. When I'm in a larger room or like he said, outside at a party, I'm going to get just enough bass response where I can hear it nice and full. It's almost like you feel like, man, that's coming pretty loud. If I go past maybe 6 or 7 on the dial, I might get a little breakup on the bass side because I'm cranking them pretty heavy at that point.
Yeah.
But I can adjust the bass because there's a bass response in the back if I want to take a little bit off or a little bit less. But the point of the monitors in a live setting or for the DJ is just for him to monitor what he's hearing, for him to hear what's coming at him. It's not for anybody else out there to hear. It's just for him to be able to good, accurate, flat response. Now, see, certain monitors they're super loud and they're bassy. These are not designed to be that. They're designed to be as flat as possible, so you get an accurate response. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and so Rich, again, you're the professional DJ, but I will liken these to a consumer product. These are like the Sonos 3s, not the 1s or the 5s. These are like the 3s. Again, if you are familiar with those and that medium size speaker system, to where you get a nice, clean, crisp sound. The Sonos have a much deeper resonance, but yeah, you can fine tune that with these iLight. They're worth taking a look at, right? Taking a look at the specs and will they fit your situations. I don't know if they would fit every single situation, Rich, where you're DJing and where you're hosting shows and parties and things like that, but a good percentage, 60-70% of your events would probably work out for sure, man.
And we're talking 55 hertz. That's low on the bass response. 55 hertz is pretty friggin' low. That's going to give you some bottom. Yeah. It's going to surprise you.
Yeah.
It can handle
keep in mind for the ones that are watching, when we're talking about this monitor, this is actually for the DJ and not for the audience that's actually hearing the music pumping out. So I want to make sure that everyone understands what we're speaking to an actual DJ when I gave him this scenario saying, hey, you are at a park under an awning. This is the DJ that's actually spinning the record. So as a consumer, you're not necessarily using this for yourself. This is really for the DJ so he can hear the music that you're hearing that he brings with his own set of speakers. So I want to make sure that that's cleared up to where no one doesn't think, oh, well, I can take this out. Now, my thing is, if it's a pool party, what would you say to that? I'm giving you different scenarios.
Let me pause.
It's got Bluetooth.
Rich just asked, are they for home studio? And Rich, that's what I use mine for. I have a set of them on my desk that I mix through because it's going to give me a little bit closer, accurate response of what I'm going to sound like. When you mix through a pair of KRKs, or you mix through a pair of Atoms, or you mix through so many different of these larger monitors, they're going to color it just a bit to where you're going to get some of the responses off a little bit. The frequencies will be off just a smidge. With these, they're designed to be flat, so I can mix it at lower volumes and get a great mix. And then when I bounce it to the larger monitors, the mix sounds right to me. Does that make sense to you? So are they studio monitors? You bet they are, and I use them for it all the time. He just asked, were they for DJs? And I've seen a lot of my DJ friends use them in that way. But when we originally designed it, it was like, hey, this is a great portable small space studio monitor that I can set up in my room or travel with me and be able to take that same sound with me. So again, just like we talked about the IRig Pre, other devices, all about making it functional when you're in the studio and taking that same functionality when you leave. Does that make sense?
Beautiful.
Now, what's the price point for these? Is it one monitor or is it two?
It comes as a pair and it's $299.
Okay, $299.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
But not like your boy said, not for a party. They're not designed to drive sound out. They're gonna come your way so you can hear.
Right. To
They're
where
not designed
you as
to
the
be set up
DJ
to
can
drive
hear,
out.
not
Yeah.
as the
Yeah,
audience
exactly.
can hear. Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I want everyone to understand the difference when we're talking monitors, because
For sure.
and this is and I'm going to just show you the brain fart that I had when James said I got monitors. I was thinking like IK Multimedia has monitors. I'm thinking like the screens. And then, it's
That's
like
all.
I wasn't thinking from a sound perspective.
Right.
And
Yeah.
then as he was saying, hey, I got the iLouds, I'm like, loud and screens don't come together.
Threw you for a loop,
So
brother.
I want to make sure that the audience understands what we're talking about here. So you got the Pre 2, the IRig Stream, and then you have the iLouds. So
That's
you
just
got $299 all the way down to $49.
Yes,
and what
sir.
was the first one that you said that you had, the little small device? One more time?
Now this is the little IRig mic cast, super small device.
So you just put that on your phone?
You can clip it on your phone, clip it on your back of your screen, just for you to have a quick sound. A lot of people don't have any microphone. So if they're just doing like
dynamic or condenser?
Condenser.
Okay.
So what if you don't all you have is Zoom and you don't have any microphone on your computer, or is whack, right? To have this will give you way better sound than something without anything at all. It just clips there, super easy.
Beautiful.
Sounds good. So, now, if anybody's interested in these products, where can they go? What's the website?
IKMultimedia.com, right there on the fly.
Yes.
We got you. We got
to find a way to do a giveaway with some of the people that support us and stuff like that. We got to find a way.
I'm always in for it.
Once James get the product in house, we'll have to create some type of promo or something like that.
I'm not giving these away. Let me tell you something. These have a Kensington lock on my desk. These are not going anywhere. But
I tell you what, I got one more thing to show you.
Oh, brother.
And this is something that you'll talk about, because everybody's trying to do their little stream at home, right?
I tell you what, I hate to interject before you go into that, because I think we got an attentive ear here. And with Rich, I want to bring up this question.
You got it.
So you're saying more for accuracy, for studio radio clarity, as opposed to a driven sound?
Exactly.
Cool.
Exactly. Completely perfect. You got that right, Rich. That's exactly what we're talking about.
Mr. Bolivar, I don't know what you're talking about, sir. I'm gonna put the comment up there, but I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Now Bishop is definitely worth it. He is. Bishop is a pastor right there in North Carolina.
We'll talk.
So I mean, y'all are right in each other's backyard. So I mean, that might be a great opportunity for you guys to connect. So we would love to
let's make it happen.
See it all come together if possible.
Love it.
So we'll talk about how we can further kind of the partnership, because again, it's very loose right now, and again, back in the day it was. But let's talk about how, Derrick, we can collaborate a little bit tighter together. Again, we're going to be using your products, like I say, in January when we go to Vegas anyway. But there's a lot of interest here, right? Because again, there's a lot of content creators. There's a lot of
if I would have known
DJs.
more DJs would have been here, because I just didn't know. I was just thinking Apple. I wasn't thinking Android.
I sent you the link to the website, and you didn't look.
Didn't do his homework.
Yeah, he didn't. See, I sent him the link to the website. I told him
I went to the website, but when I saw iRig, I was just like, okay, I'm here.
He was like, them jokers. No jokers.
But you holding your own. I got to give it to you, Bishop. Derrick Deacon, Derrick Floyd. Deacon Floyd. Deacon Floyd. I got to give it to you.
I hope everyone understands where you're getting that from.
One more for you. This is gonna make it super easy, and this is for everybody that's just starting out. Doing a stream or doing a podcast or doing a vlog. They want to be able to, how do I set it up with my phone? How do I set it up with I need a microphone. I need a light. I need all this stuff. Wouldn't it be cool just to have a kit with everything in it? But we do.
Watch yourself now. Watch your tone. Watch your tone.
Everybody.
IRig Video Creator Bundle. Super easy. It gives you the stand, the little stand right there. Gives you the light at the top. So you can just plug the light on top of it and it gives you a lapel microphone in the box.
Wow.
You can't get a whole lot easier than that, y'all. And it's only $99. So again, we're trying to keep it simple. You need a stand to put your phone or your DSLR on. You need a light to put your face there. You need a lapel to get better microphone sound.
And then you put
$99.
your cell phone right there on the tripod.
Right there.
You bring your phone, and IK Multimedia brings the rest.
That's it. We got you.
Where's the best place to get the product? Yeah, we can obviously buy it off of your website, but there are some vendors like Rode, right? That does not have an official Amazon presence. So can we get it at Amazon? Can we get it at Best Buy?
You can get it at Amazon. Guitar Centers.
There you go.
Sweetwater.
Okay.
That was. I'm a big Sweetwater component as well.
Okay.
Sam Ash, great guys. We're everywhere. We're everywhere.
Okay.
So you'll find us.
Okay.
You'll find us.
Look,
he said, great giveaway. 1 kit to go.
we got you, Bishop. We got you.
I got you, Bishop.
Yeah,
right
we got
here.
you.
I got you.
If it was anyone else, if it was like, I ain't gonna say no names, but I'm saying if it was anybody else, but we got you, Bishop. We're gonna take care of it.
We got you, Bishop. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So did I show you some stuff? Did I help you out?
Bro, you did what needed to be done, and you got look at him, tall boy. He over there speechless.
I'm impressed.
Chalk it up
because
to
I was thinking this is gonna be a whole iOS conversation, and I was like,
See?
These guys, I'm just gonna have to just find a way to just stick the knife in or stick the fork in both of them. But no, you got me, man. Hey, James, you did well this time. You did well, brother.
Gracias. No, this is for everyone, right? So again, glad that this was of value. Derrick, again, IK Multimedia. I've known the company. We've utilized them before. I'm glad you got some great products that are cross-platform. We've got some folks that are showing some interest. So yeah, folks, check them out. You don't have to take our word for them, even though you got the subject matter expert right here.
Yes,
go do your own research, but I think you will be pleasantly surprised. Sir, we know.
I'll put out a guarantee. If you don't like it, I'll take it back for you.
Boy, yeah, we recording, right? So we got that on tape. Okay.
I'm confident. If you get it for the purpose you bought it for, you're good. I just know this. It's not going to fail you there.
Okay.
So, I'm confident in that space.
Keely about to go pick some up tomorrow. Okay, so we in. Come on
now.
Brother, we know you had
ship international?
Oh, where you shipping now?
We're global. So we're in Europe, we're Italy, we're US, we're all over. So we are loving it.
Because I think, and I'm saying this because some of these DJs are international as well. So I want to make sure that they have an opportunity to be able to get to your product. So I'm just being honest.
Tell your guy to reach out to you, and I'll connect them to a European distributor where they are, because we are international.
We'll take care of that. We'll take care of that.
Okay. Take care of that for you. Good question, tall boy.
No question is a dumb question.
Appreciate you providing value.
See, Rich is up in the UK. See, there we go.
No.
Yeah.
So, Dr. Floyd, I know you had a hard stop and wanted to be cognizant of time.
I appreciate that.
We will let you go ahead and do what you got to do, and I think we will continue to have a discussion, maybe every quarter or something. Just bring you in and just have a conversation.
I think we should. I think I would love to pop back on and hang with everybody out there in the lab land. It's been a blessing. And again, we just want to say, hey, thank you for having us on, taking the time. And I didn't get to mention that I also, in addition to IK Multimedia, have my own YouTube channel.
Yes.
Called The Beautiful Now Project. And it's all about taking the simple things in life and making things beautiful. My thing is, you got to uplift, encourage, and inspire folks to live a life that's now. Because yesterday's not here anymore. Tomorrow's not here yet. And if you take advantage of now, it's a beautiful space to be. So my content on my channel is all about taking advantage of that. Have a bunch of different segments you can watch. I interview a lot of different successful people, from Sinbad to John P. Key to Kurt Franklin to Sean Stockman from Boyz II Men. I mean, you name it. I've interviewed a lot of cats. And they all talk about just living the life, man, being confident and enjoying now. So if you get a chance, take a look at us on our YouTube channel, The Beautiful Now Project.
Definitely. We'll actually include the link to that in the
Yes.
show notes and in the chapters, so folks can come check you out.
Appreciate you.
I love your newsletter that you send out on a regular basis as well. So
Yes.
thank you for that, sir.
Appreciate you.
If anybody want to reach out to you directly, are you sending them to IK Multimedia, or is there,
They can
because
email me
you are the
directly.
senior account manager,
They can
is
email
there
me
a
directly.
direct link?
It's my name, Derrick.Floyd@ikmultimedia.com.
There it is.
I'll be glad to chat with you. Be glad to help you out however I can.
Bishop, Rich.
Everybody's like, yo, let me get it.
We was on the lab. We was watching.
That's something we should do.
Do you have to leave, or can you stay for a
I can
segment
stay for
or
a few
two?
minutes. I'll stay for a few minutes. I'll hang out for a few
Okay.
minutes. Let me get to about 8:30. Then I might
Oh.
duck out. 8:30, I might have to
Okay.
move out.
All right, that's fine.
No worries,
I
brother. No
got
worries.
you for a few. And tell Bishop I said what's up, and we gonna talk.
Yeah.
All right. So James, I got a new toy for us.
Yes, you do.
We got some topics, and we're just gonna let the spin wheel just do what it do. Okay, how about that?
Well, we'll see. Trying to do too much.
All right, there we go. Instagram embed sparks. What does it say? It sparks copyright suit from users. So, did you see this article, James, or do I have to kind of talk about it?
A little bit of both, but before you step into that, I want to, because it's funny how the audience knows me. Shouts out, hit the spot. I already, when I went off screen, I took care of my stash, and I picked up some. Who did we pick up tonight? I got my Expedia stock. So yeah, I got my Expedia stock. So appreciate you looking out.
So we have a segment that has been unofficially embedded into the show, where he gets a stash stock, free stock that he gets through stash, and immediately at what's the time you said?
It's at 5 o'clock, brother. At 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock
Pacific time.
8 o'clock our time. He jumps onto it and he gives his stock, or he gets his free stock every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. our time. Yeah. And so no matter where we are, he has to make his announcement of his free stock.
I do. I go off camera, make my little acquisition, and then come back smiling. So
that's what's up. I love it.
There we go.
I love it.
I'll let you go ahead and read the story, though, brother. This is a good story about privacy, about just some things that we've already talked about that people need to be aware of from a consumer perspective as well, because now Big Brother's watching.
All right, so real brief, fights over shared social content started back in 2017. Before TikTok, people forgot about Snapchat, when a photo of Tom Brady sparked lawsuits against a handful of media outlets. Someone took a pic of the NFL quarterback in the Hamptons with the general manager of the Boston Celtics and posted it on Snap. Someone else uploaded a screenshot to Twitter where it went viral. And then the news outlet started embedding those tweets in stories about whether Brady was helping the NBA team recruit star Kevin Durant. The man who took the photo, his name was Justin Goldman, sued the media organizations, and a New York federal judge agreed that embedding the tweets containing the pic amounted to copyright infringement. Then in 2018, another photographer by the name of Miss Sinclair sued Mashable for embedding a photo that she had posted on Instagram of a mother and a child in Guatemala. That case went the opposite direction, with a different New York federal judge finding that Instagram terms of use includes a right to sub-license photos uploaded to the app, though the court later revisited its ruling and they eventually settled out of court. Now the world's most popular photo sharing app, Instagram, is being sued. Two users on Wednesday, last week, shall we say, sued Instagram, claiming its embed feature is designed to flout copyright laws to make money for its parent, Facebook. Instagram misled the public to believe that anyone was free to get on Instagram and embed copyrighted works from any Instagram account, like eating for free at a buffet table of photos, by virtue of simply using the Instagram embedding tool. So basically what I'm saying in all of that is, You have a feature on Instagram. If you do this on your desktop, you take a photo. Anybody, as long as you have an open account, not a private account, not you, but someone else can go in and share and post it on their website or post it on to their page.
Yes.
That's a
Wow.
problem. So
Wow.
I went to,
Yes.
let me see. I went to Instagram's website, about.instagram.com. I typed in Instagram embed, and it says now that when you visit Instagram photo or video page on your desktop web browser, you'll see a new share button on the right side of your photo, just under the comments button. Click the button to see the embed code, copy the block of text it gives, and you paste it into your blog, website, or article. When you hit publish, the video or the photo will appear. So now, yeah, it's right there. And then it says, as always, you own your photos and videos, and we want to make sure that that's understood no matter where your content appears. Whether you want to embed your video on your blog or a friend wants to feature your photo on a website, everyone will clearly see that the content belongs to you. Your embed photo or video appears with your Instagram username, and clicking on the Instagram logo will take people to your page on Instagram.com where they can discover more of your photos and videos. If your content is private, then nothing has changed. The embed code is only available to those whose photos and videos are public.
That's new.
Now,
Okay.
now basically what's that saying in plain English is if you take a photo of whatever it may be and a celebrity is doing something that they're not supposed to be doing, a plane crashes, a car accident, and the news station, you post it on your Instagram. When you post it on your Instagram, anybody, as long as they're on their desktop, they can now post it on their blog. They can post it on Facebook. They can post it on their website. They're going to give you credit, but you didn't give them permission to do it.
Wow.
Yes, you did.
That's testy, y'all. That's how I don't understand how IG can even function past that, because that's part of what IG is about. You caption something real quick, you see some, all the paparazzi are out there and they snapping something and boom, they get it. They go right to IG or go right to Twitter, one of the sites, and that's how they're making their money. So now you're telling me if you snap me at the pool, I ain't supposed to be at the pool with this girl, and you got me, I can sue you for snapping the picture? That's where this is going? Come on, man. How can they hold that up? This has been going on for years.
Yeah. So
how can they hold that up?
It's crazy. So I don't think the suit's going to go anywhere. And the reason I made that flippant response is it's in the end user license agreement that anything that you put out there on social media can be utilized anywhere. So it would be different if we paid for the service, but we don't pay for the service. But Derrick, you made the correct statement. The way that Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok make their money is how advertising, search revenue, and influencers that are posting products that they're using. That's how they're making their revenue. Mm-hmm. Part of utilizing these social media services and networks is you who don't read the end user license agreement give you permission to allow your content to be shared. Remember, there used to be a mobile app, it's probably still out there, called Repost for Instagram, right? Where you would actually I would see something on your IG feed, I would fire up Repost and it would copy it, but it would have the little tag that said from Derrick Floyd. Right. It's the exact same thing, but now it's just integrated in Instagram, so you don't have to have a third party tool. It's unfortunate, but this is one of those privacy things, and by opting in to use the service, you are giving permission to anyone who sees it to use your photo as they see fit. So have a private account, or Instagram start charging for it to where we actually own the data that we put up there. It is what it is. It is. It's tough, but it is what it is. Unfortunately, until someone comes up with a private network to where you still own your data, then cost of doing business.
So here's what the person or the two people that are suing Instagram, this is what they're saying. Instagram is the beneficiary of millions of copyrighted photos and videos uploaded by its users. Defendant reaps billions of dollars annually from hosting, tracking, encouraging, handling and causing a significant number of such photos and videos, which included hundreds of thousands or even millions of registered copyrighted works to be embedded and therefore infringed by third parties who use the embed tool. They also argue that Instagram also misled third parties into thinking that they didn't need a license or permissions to embed the post. And that is until a Facebook spokesperson responded to an inquiry from another tech website called Ars Technica last summer and said, while our terms allow us to grant a sub license, we do not grant one for our embed API. The platform policies require third parties such as BuzzFeed, Time, or Mashable to have the necessary rights from applicable rights to holders. This includes ensuring that they have a license to share this content if a license is required by law. The plaintiffs are also unhappy that the Instagram is able to track third-party embeds, but users can't, which leaves them unable to easily go after the infringers.
You driving that point home, brother.
Yeah, man, you read it so well.
I mean, this is what the defendant is saying. They're saying, hey, we can track the big boy companies, but if Derrick Floyd posts something and then Tallboy takes his post and posts it on my blog, I may not be a Mashable, Time, or Sports Center or whatever. And then now all of a sudden, one of these big boy companies take my post that I repost that I took from you. You can't go after me.
You can't.
So I only say that because I had a situation. I wasn't mad, but I took a picture of a very popular rapper here in Atlanta and video while we were at his funeral. And because that person was not available, I mean, because it was here in Atlanta, there's a lot of people that wanted to come to that person's funeral or wanted to come to that wake. And while I was at the wake, I took the photo. I took I had permission to be there. They knew what I was doing. They had no problem with it. While I was there from 3 to 9, people literally were reposting that photo. And I didn't know because I was at the wake. When I got home, I started getting negative comments on my Instagram and on my Facebook. And I'm like, where's all this energy coming from?
Right.
Well, the family ended up calling me saying, Tallboy, can you take it down? And out of the respect for the family, I took it down. But what did everybody else do? They posted Derrick Floyd Media. They posted James Hicks Productions. And they put whatever their website is across the photo. I didn't do that to the photo. I didn't put my Tallboy logo on the photo. But you could come to me and you can ask me to take it down, but you couldn't go to the other people. There's no way to track that.
Yeah.
So now that photo has gone viral. It's all over the internet.
But here, let me ask you a question.
You infringed on that on those people's copyright.
Yeah.
Because most people that become famous in some way, shape, or form, or infamous even in that, if there's a picture or something about you online, once it's online, it's free game. You really can't control it once it hits the airways. Once you hit send
etiquette.
And it's out,
You're
you can take it back off, but once it's gone, somebody else has it somewhere else on somebody else's server. It's gone. That's why they tell you don't put everything on the internet, because once it's out there, you can't get that back.
Can't get it back.
I don't care how good, bad, or different it was. You need to keep your stuff off the internet.
Yeah.
Keep your pictures, your data, whatever. you need to be smart, because you can't take it back. And you can sue me, but I'm not sure if that's going to change the platform, because the internet is the internet, and it's been around way longer than us.
Well, the damage is done, like you said.
The damage is done.
The damage is already done. So you have to be careful or mindful of what you post. But I was at CES and I took a photo of, and I don't know if you guys remember this, but Samsung had a very popular film producer that was there, and he fumbled over his words, and people were snapping photos left and right. And I don't know, I was in the middle of the room and I just took the awesome shot, and he had his head down like he was defeated. And one of the tech companies reached out and said, hey, can we get your permission to post this photo? They
There you
did
go.
it the right way.
The right way. Yeah, the right way. Yeah.
No one else really cared,
Yeah.
and it didn't go anywhere. But
Yeah.
the fact that the company did reach out to me. But now we're talking about users who are saying, hey, I want this compromising photo. And then now all of a sudden this compromising photo has gone viral, and I can't come after you because I don't have no way of tracking you. I can come after Time, Sports Center, or whoever, because I didn't give you permission, but now the video has gone viral. I'm part of a viral video now where the guy, I don't have the rights of it, but the Kid and Play where it says grown man and work. I'm in the I'm the guy that's in the back trying to back up, and you've seen it around the Thanksgiving post.
Look at you.
You've seen the Thanksgiving post, yeah. But
I was trying to. I said, "No, that can't be him. No, that's him.
That's him.
But the person posted it on his Instagram, and then all of a sudden it went viral. And here it is around Thanksgiving, 2018 or 2017, and that was that same year. The beans, greens.
Oh, Shirley Caesar.
Yeah, when that video came out, that same photo with Kid and Play came out, and they said it's no longer Kid and Play. It's called Grown Man and Work, and the guy, he didn't get any money off of that, but the video went viral.
You better get some Bitcoin or something after that thing going for you. Digital currency.
Well, he posted it on his Instagram. I mean, it wasn't a Getty image, so he posted it on his Instagram. And then, can you go after all the people that posted or reposted that photo? Went viral.
Wow. Fellas, I'm gonna have to exit out of here. Y'all got some good stuff going. I wish I could stay around and hang out. Next time we plan, I'm just gonna say, look, I'm here for the whole duration. We're gonna make it work.
But we don't want you to get in trouble at home, though. So again, you got to do what you got to do. You got to do.
I got to talk to the boss. I got to make sure we know.
That's right. Brother Floyd, we appreciate you again, brother. Thank you very much for the commentary and for the insight. We look forward to having some more conversations with you, man. Thank you again. Have a blessed night, sir.
And I look forward to coming back, y'all. Y'all be good out there. Take care of each other. Blessings. Peace.
You too. Thank you, sir. Oh, man, that's good stuff, brother. Huh?
Good stuff, James. I'm glad he was able to stay for one segment, because I was like, he got to get up out of here. No, he got to be a part of the lab somehow, man.
Somehow.
So I'm glad the brother stayed on just for a quick minute and at least got he got some of mama's cooking, some of that seasoning over here. He got some of that lab cooking.
I was like, he got some of that smoke.
Yeah, he got some of that smoke.
He got some of that
He got
smoke.
some real smoke.
Yeah. It's all good. It's all good.
So any other final thoughts on this before we move on to the next topic?
No, I mean, it's open and shut, and I'm just, again, I'm trying not to be flippant about it, but again, it's if you're using social media platforms, just be cautious and be aware of the fact that your stuff can go anywhere. For the longest, we've been able to embed onto like WordPress blogs, but now that it's directly part of Instagram and being able to pull like the screenshot I just did a few seconds ago and pull down that embed code, it's open game now, right? So it is
mindful.
Be mindful.
Yeah, be mindful that whatever you post on the internet, just know that if you have a public account, it can be embedded anywhere. So I know that most of our audience is, more adult and we're more mature, but you just never know. Whatever you post, it's it's free game. And unfortunately, if Instagram does not if Instagram loses this lawsuit, it's going to be a big deal. But if they settle out of court or something happens, it's just what it is. It's like, what can you really do? So that's my final take. Just, I hope that you just are mindful of what you post and just keep in mind that, once it goes up, anything can go viral. So you're happy on one end that it goes viral, but then you're not happy because you didn't get paid. That's all I can really say. Next topic.
Hold on one second. I think we should talk about what the bishop brought up here about how can you get a private account. And that's just in the settings for Instagram, right? So you can have either a public, private, creator, or business account, and going through your settings through Instagram, you can actually set it up that way. And remember, if it's private, folks no one will see what you post unless you allow them to see it. So they actually have to request access
To be your friend.
to be your friend and to
Yeah.
see your stuff. So it's all in your account profile settings. Great question.
Right. Yeah.
Spin the
right.
wheel, brother. Spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel. There we go. Let's get it. What we got? Hopefully we don't get one of these doubles. We can get the same topic again.
Oh, this is one of your favorite topics. Well, I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Last week we were talking about your battery dying out, and we were talking about how your battery could die out, and we were saying that apps could be that. And as I was doing some more research this week, I found this. So let me see if I can find it. Study reveals the apps that drain the most battery and take the most storage. Here we go.
So
let's talk about.
So
go
hold
ahead.
on. So all the folks, before I even pull the rest of the story up, because it's blatantly obvious of what the apps are. Type in the app that you think, or the apps that you think on your phone are causing the most battery drainage. Before I even pull, top 5 are just a no-brainer. To be honest with you, everyone should know what apps are draining their phones. But
Actually, no. Believe it or not, the top 5 are not a no-brainer. Maybe the top 10, but not the top 5.
Okay, I would say I'm not surprised by the list. It's a telling list, and this is a great story that we should be having for folks to take a look at. So,
all right. So please put in the comments, what is your favorite app, and let's see where it ranks on this list. And while we do that, let's talk about the most demanding apps on your phone and memory. Shall we? There's an image that he's going to put up on the screen in a second. The top 2 apps on the list are Fitbit and Verizon. And they claim that both apps permit 14 out of 16 available features to run in the background and do not permit a dark mode to help save the battery life. It is said that these features allow these apps to automatically sync updates, contacts, track your location, and run other demanding background tasks. Both of those apps have a score of 92% on the list. Basically, Fitbit and Verizon are followed by Skype and Uber with a score of 87%, with Big O Live or Bigo Live, Facebook, and Airbnb follow them with 82%, and Instagram is in 8th place with 79%, with a bunch of apps standing at 77%.
So what's crazy about this is because so it wasn't surprising to me because I had a Fitbit, and that application is right. That application,
bring it down a little bit more.
That application is horrible. That application is absolutely horrible for uses and utilization on your device. So let me go ahead and zoom in. So Fitbit, Verizon, Skype, Uber, Big O, Facebook. Yeah, so Facebook, people are talking about Facebook, obviously. Yeah, IG.
Number 6, you said top 5.
Oh my goodness!
Hey, but you said those were your rules.
You split in half.
Your rules. I said top 10, but you said top 5.
All right.
So I only have one in the top 5, which is Uber, which I don't use because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
And 6 through 10, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 of the 6 through 10 that's running on my phone. And so when we use this, we're basically talking about the photos, media files, the Wi-Fi information, the contacts, the identity, the storage, the call information, the app history, location, phone status, microphone, camera, other, calendar, SMS, and mobile data settings. So this is what's pulling from each one of those apps. So Fitbit is pulling a lot of information. Like I said, the Fitbit and Verizon are right at 92. And then 3 through 5 is Skype, Uber, and Big O.
Yeah.
No, excuse me. No, I'm sorry. 87% was Skype and Uber, and then 82% was 5 through 8, which was Big O, Facebook, and Airbnb.
I'm glad that YouTube is not that high on the list.
Yeah.
They're
But remember, they're an app, so they're not pulling much data, even though that it's, remember that those are embed code. You're uploading the video to a server. So when you're uploading to a server, I mean, you're just basically you're logging into a server. It's no different from when you use YouTube's app versus you go to youtube.com and then they make you sign in. That's two different things. Am I saying that right?
You're saying that right, but I wouldn't assume that. So I'm glad that Google is
not pulling pulling too much.
Yeah, performant and efficient in terms of their use on your local device. So that's a good thing. Teams and LinkedIn. I've never used Grindr, so I don't know about that app.
Right. Never heard of them. LinkedIn. Do you use LinkedIn on your phone? I mean,
do.
you have it as an app?
I do. Yeah.
Wow.
And LinkedIn does a lot of push notifications. So every time I go live on LinkedIn Live, it'll push out a notification to everyone. And constant notifications. It's just like Clubhouse. You have to tweak Clubhouse to tell it not to send so many notifications. So you got to be cognizant of that. But it's a telling list, right? And a lot of these applications, PayPal is not too
if you're
bad.
An international traveler, Lyft came in at 24. So how is it that Lyft comes in at 24 and Uber is at number 4?
They need some better developers over there. Maybe
wow. Twitter is 25. Let's see. My McDonald's is at 28. Spotify is at 32.
Yeah.
Yelp is at 36. Pinterest is at 37. Amazon Prime is another one that I use, is at 38.
Yeah.
Netflix is at 40.
Which is good.
TikTok
because
is 41, which is very good.
Good that it's low on the list because, listen, we live on Netflix around here, so I'm glad that that's not too
right.
bad.
Slack is at 47, and I'm tired of those notifications, so I think I'm going to delete that app off of my phone tonight. SoundCloud is at 48, and Uber Eats. I don't know if I have it on my phone because I've never used the Uber Eats, but I think I downloaded it. So with it being number 50, I think I'm just going to take it off my phone.
And I think Uber Eats, there's functionality built into the default Uber app. So you probably don't even need the full-blown Uber Eats app anymore.
Wow. That's tough, man.
There you go, folks. We keep talking about this battery usage, battery drainage. Here go the
battery
applications.
Dies out. And see here, remember, like I said, the last phone that had a removable battery was the LG G5.
Yeah.
After that, all phones are built into your phone. So when that battery dies and you say it takes forever to charge, or as soon as it's at 100%, then, and you're like, oh, I just had it at 100%. But by the time you get to your location and then get back home and it was just a one-way trip and your battery died, remember, these are battery killers.
Yeah.
So I want you to keep that in mind of, what do you have on your phone? Maybe you can start taking some of these things off now to where, you can save some of that battery. iPhone has always had the built-in battery. The Samsung phones have the built-in battery. So when you're charging that phone and then it's at 100%, I'm at a point now to where I just turn my phone off, charge it at 100%, but then I don't even put it on the charger overnight. I let it just drain out. Yeah. And then when I get up in the morning, I turn it off, shower. And then, when I come out, it's normally around 85, 90%.
Good to
and
go.
I'm good to go.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing as a way to save my battery.
Yeah.
So I'm just giving you some tips here. That's all.
I'm looking at number 30, Shazam, too. So at least on an iOS side, Shazam is actually integrated into iOS now as a app card, so you don't need the full version of the application on your iPhone. So I would say unless you're a heavy Shazam user, if you're not, you can delete the app because it's built into the operating environment.
Let me ask you this before we switch topics. If you had to delete 2 of these that were closer to 1 as opposed to closer to 50, what would be the top 2 that you would let go?
Well, I need to stay away from McDonald's, so I'll definitely delete my McDonald's. I do have that on my.
Okay, so that's McDonald's is 28. So you got to go a little bit high. So between 1 and 27, what else would you let go?
Man, Airbnb's on. I'd have to probably. I sure do want. I keep talking about Mark Zuckerberg. I sure would like to delete Facebook, but there's so much. I'm just gonna say that Fitbit has been removed. I gotta have Verizon. I don't have Skype on anymore. I would say Airbnb. So Airbnb and my McDonald's.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you?
For me, Uber definitely will go tonight.
Rich talking about your water bill. I love it.
Let's see. Uber will go tonight, and let's see. Man, maybe Zoom or Ryanair, because
Okay.
I'm not traveling internationally right now. So why do I have Ryanair on my phone?
Yeah.
I have Southwest, but there's no need to have Ryanair on my phone.
Yeah.
I can download it when it's time. When it's time for me, when it's time for me to go back overseas, I can then re-download it but for it to be on my phone right now, Ryanair could probably go. I still use WhatsApp, Zoom. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I have Zoom on my phone, so Zoom could go as well.
Okay.
So
there you go.
That's mine.
I love it.
All right, what you think of the spinner, man?
It's all right. It's a little hokey, but we'll have to dial. We got to dial it in. I won't say you're doing too much, but I'll say you're doing a little extra.
Look, I saw it and I said, man, you know what? How can we incorporate this into the show? And like I told you, I like to test things out while we live.
Yeah, you can't present it to me like 45 minutes before we go live.
No, actually, I presented it to you hours before. You just didn't read the email. So you told me you were going to get back to me 30 minutes later, and you never did. And if you look at the timestamp,
oh my God,
yeah. So what we're not going to do is bust my bubble. So now what I did not do with this spin wheel, what I did not do. Wow.
Yeah.
What I did not do is I did not do it to where it would remove one of them off of the. It would not remove one of them off. So if it does do a duplicate, I'll just spin it again. But I did have that option. But what I did not like is it erased it and we couldn't bring it back up. So I just knew that it had to be something just to try. We don't have to keep it, but I just wanted to see where we stood. That's all.
Okay, see, Rich already coming through. He's seeing the specifics here, right? We got to color coordinate. We got to get the branding colors down on Pat. So
see how it already did the Instagram.
Yeah.
Well, we already did that. So I'm gonna try one more time and see where it goes. If not, we only got 2 more topics, so we'll see where it goes.
Well, while you're spinning, comment there. There are apps that should be. Hold on, brother. let me go on.
God is on your side today, boy.
Hold on, brother. Let me go into this. So there are apps that shouldn't be shut down from the background to run. Even if your phone dies, it will send notifications when powered up. It has been interrupted. So that is true. There are a lot of system preferences and a lot of system apps that cannot be shut down. But
but we're talking about major apps.
Yeah.
We're not talking about the stuff that's already on the phone that comes preloaded on the phone outside of games. We're talking about the apps that you use on a daily basis, 1 through 50.
Yeah.
These are the top 50 apps that people download onto their phone, not the stuff that's already pre-installed.
But now, see, now he coming to the front door. He talk about delete McDonald's, and you don't get them deals. Look,
what deals do they have? The fish sandwich?
Wait till the McRib come back. Look, when the McRib
is never coming back. Brother.
Oh, it's coming back.
It came back for about 6 months, and then it was gone again.
When the McRib comes back, I send both of my kids.
Markets.
I send both of my kids down to McDonald's to pick up a whole bag full of McRib.
About junk food, and we talking about technology.
That's the one time that I will go deep on some junk food. Yeah, when the McRib comes back, all right. But let's go and get focused again here.
You better eat some of Tammy's air fryer Korean style ribs now. You better leave the McRib alone and go to Tammy's air fryer Korean soy sauce, sesame oil. You better go to hit the spot. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I got you, brother. I got you.
All right, man. This is at least we didn't save the worst for last. So
wow. All
I'm just saying, man. It says Apple says it's time to update your iPhone again. You getting updates every month now?
I actually welcome that, right? It's it's a catch-22 because it's always been, you think about it, Mac versus PC or Android versus iOS. Who was more prone to malware, ransomware? Who was more prone to viruses and things like that? Folks are cracking iOS devices. Folks are actually finding vulnerabilities in the platform too. So as long as they're on top of it and providing updates, that's good. 14.6 didn't really give a whole lot that I think that was really worth talking about. We talked about it a couple of weeks ago because again I've been running it for a while, and I gave people a preview of it. But the idea is that there are security issues that have been patched. There are some day zero types of security vulnerabilities that have been corrected in this new version as well. So definitely fix that. Definitely upgrade to that. The ability to unlock your watch with your phone has been corrected. There was actually a bug in some of the code. So some real nuanced things, right? So no major increases or functionality, just patching some holes, fixing some security vulnerabilities, and just making the UI more performant. That's really, I think, where I would say.
But that's good though. That's what you want. I mean,
no, yeah.
Like I said, we go at it about iPhone and Android all the time. But I mean, the thing is, you don't want to have these holes in your phone. And I mean, look at it. I think we're at Android 12, and I believe that LG is at Android 11 right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I'm still behind on some of the things that, I need to be taken care of from an Android perspective.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that Apple actually said, hey, come back and update, this is really a compliment to them. Like you said, even though it wasn't much, they did fix the bug fixes.
Yeah.
And, maybe it's for the ones that use iOS, maybe it's something that you probably didn't see or that you probably aren't catching.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that they called it ahead of time, before you saw it, that's they're doing their job. Got to give it to you.
That is a Makor. What is that? Makor.
I don't know.
See, I'm not cool with the kids anymore, so I don't know what they talking about.
I have no idea. I'm not sure, but Bluetooth devices could sometimes disconnect or send audio to a different device during an active call. The fact that they caught that, I mean, nobody wants to know that their Beats by Dre Bluetooth headphones is connecting to somebody else's phone while they're in the same room. iPhone may experience reduced performance during startup. Call blocking extensions may not appear in the settings. Reminders may appear as blank lines. That's not good when you're, saying, hey, I need to be reminded for something. Unlock with the Apple Watch may not work after using the lock iPhone on the Apple Watch. The fact that they fixed it, hey, man, they're doing their thing.
That's true. And I like what Keely's saying here. I mean, I sound flippant, but again, that is pretty valuable. The fact that you can unlock your phone when you're walking around with a mask, as long as you have an Apple Watch on that's paired to it. That does work pretty cool. I remember when I tried to demo that, right, when I was still running the beta, and it was a fail completely. But
does it work now? Does it work better now?
It works flawlessly now. So yeah. So that is.
Well, you were in beta, so we'll give you a pass because it was beta, and you was trying to flex and say I got it, and you don't.
I'm looking at my phone, and it's not working.
But it was a great sight to see. I may have to find that throwback footage and post it as a snippet.
Yes. Mac Daddy 007 is still talking about McDonald's, brother. Okay, we appreciate.
He got 3 kids, so you know.
Okay.
You know what
this
dinner is. So when you got 3 kids, sometimes you got to just say McDonald's. It is for the night. So I get it.
Yeah. And I'm
pretty sure he'll love the IK Multimedia part where they talked about the monitors and bringing in your what was it, the iRig stream where you could go back and watch the iRig stream and watch the iLoud monitors for your DJ setup. I think you'll appreciate that. the Kid '07. I think you'll appreciate that.
Oh, the Kid '07. That's what. Okay, I called him what, Daddy Mac. Oh my goodness. And I like what Rich said about Apple. Yeah, got to stay on top of it because of security issues. So, good stuff. Hey, whenever you get your devices and they need a system update or an iOS or an operating system update, get on top of it, because more than likely it's relevant and it needs to happen because there's vulnerabilities that are being patched. Haven't seen in a long time just fluff being put into either next versions of Android or next versions of iOS. They're timely and relevant. They need to be done. So stay on top of that, folks. And you can turn on automatic updates, right? So you don't even have to worry about it. Just let the phone take care of it itself now. Yeah. Do you guys have that on Android? Automatic updates.
I think you do, or it tells you to update.
Okay.
So, but remember, LG doesn't do a lot of updates. So, I mean, it's like when you do see it, it's like, oh, we have an update. Let me jump on it.
That's true.
So,
Okay.
whereas Samsung, they're a little bit more, Samsung and Google Pixel, their updates are much, more frequent when they do put them out. So.
Yep. Got you.
All right, last story, man. June 1st. What day is that? Tuesday or when? Is that Tuesday? June 1st?
Hold on, let me make sure, because June 2nd is my wife's birthday, so I better know what's going on.
June 2nd is a Wednesday, so yeah, Tuesday.
And that's all that matters to me right now. June 2nd.
So Tuesday is your last day
Oof.
to have unlimited storage, what is considered high quality with Google Photos. So
uncompressed. Yes.
There you go. Well, they said compressed photos, but okay, either or. Tuesday, June 1st actually March 31st. I mean, I said March, Lord help me. May 31st is the last day, because June 1st, you will no longer have unlimited storage with Google Photos. They announced this back in November, and they said that it will be changed to 15 gigs on your Google account. The only good thing about it is the 15 gigs starts on June 1st and not going back to, all of your stuff. So that's the only good thing in all of this. So basically, in other words, while photo and video storage currently does not count against your total of 15 free gigs on a Google account, it will as of this coming June 1st, along with your Gmail, Google Drive files, and other stored data. Once you hit that 15 gig wall, you will have to buy into Google One service to increase your storage capacity, unless you own a Pixel 5 or earlier device, which in case you still have no limits on high quality photos.
Yeah.
If you're a Google Photos user who finds this a bit irritating, you may be thinking of leaving, but it might be a good idea to check out your alternatives. And below, we're going to talk about a few of them.
Let me stop here, because I find it interesting that you were surprised that we on iOS had access to Google Photos when we were talking behind the scenes. I mean, so I use Google Photos in conjunction with the default Apple phone service because of what you're always telling me about the fact that we don't have expandable storage internal, right? So I take a lot of photos, take a lot of videos. I actually copy those to Google Photos. Once they're at Google Photos, then I delete them off of my iPhone. Yeah.
Wow.
So Google Photos is actually a righteous alternative even for Apple users.
But it was funny because, we're talking with, our guest, Mr. Floyd. He said he used iCloud Photos. Mm-hmm. And so I didn't know that you guys had, Google Photo access. Mm-hmm. And when I say that is because when, we buy a new Android phone, you automatically have to sign into your Google account because you have to download your apps through the Google Play Store.
Right.
So it automatically gives you, that. So when I was thinking that, I'm like, well, when you get an iPhone, you don't log into your Google or your Gmail account just to be able to access the apps because you guys are using the App Store. Right. That's why when you said, you use it, it was like, it threw me for a loop.
Gotcha. Yeah, and so iCloud Photos is the second option. It's the default one for iPhones. It not as robust as Google Photos, right? So like face tracking is just now starting to be integrated. Being able to do some fine tunes and retouching on photos is just starting to get there. It's definitely more pronounced in Google Photos, but it's a worthy alternative. You still got to pay for it. It's very expensive compared to some of the other ones that we're probably going to talk about it for what you get. But it's easy for iPhone users because again, it's part of their iCloud subscription already. I think you get 5 gigs by default, and then you can add on top of that. So.
And that's what company again?
So that's iCloud Photos. That's the one that's default with Apple. So just like on Android, you already have a Google account, which has all of the services around Google.
And they're going to give you 15 gigs, but you're only going to get 5 gigs with iCloud.
Yeah.
So and then what is it? 99 cents a month for 50 gigs, and then $2.99 a month for 200 gigs, and $9.99 per month for 2 terabytes.
Yeah.
So once you exceed that 5 gigs on iCloud Photos. So just keep in mind, if you take a lot of photos, if you take a lot of video, you might want to just think about, hey, what might be the best way? Some people are probably just going to say, I'll just pay it, just pay off the year with Google Photos. And if you do that, they got me 2 years ago, and I'm already paying $1.99 a month. And I'm already at like 80% with my Google One for the 100 gigs for $2 a month, which is $19.99 a year. Or you can pay $2.99 a month for 200 gigs. And then for 2 terabytes is $9.99 a month, which is $99 a year. But the 2 terabyte plan comes with a VPN for Android phones. So that's the one cool thing that you could, you get the VPN if you're willing to spend $100 a year. I don't think I'm willing to put that kind of money into my photos, which I probably should. But I don't. I'm probably going to just say, once you tell me, I'll probably go up to the next tier, the $2.99. But then after that, it's like something's going to have to go. These photos ain't that important as long as they don't have nothing to do with my immediate family. You can delete it. That's probably going to be me. You got Flickr and SmugMug.
I'll say before you go on, but I like what Rich is saying. Yeah, right. All these subscriptions add up. Hate that whole subscription culture. Rather look back at some of the shows that we've had over the past few weeks. We've talked about subscriptions and how they're just brutal. Man, I got more. We don't want to go down that route.
Yeah, I was gonna let you go because I was gonna just take a swig.
I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave that alone. Mo, I see you, ENZC. I'll talk about that in a little bit, man. I appreciate you. I know that's a little behind the scenes there, but yeah, that's coming. That's coming up tomorrow. But appreciate you for coming on. Flickr, old school. Look, Flickr, been around for a minute.
Look, they saying give us some love too. We around, Skype didn't get the love, Zoom did. So Flickr saying, hey, hold up, we still in the house. So I gotta give it to them because I think I still have some photos from when I played ball overseas on Flickr, but I don't remember the username or password to my Yahoo account, so I can't get access to those memorable moments that I had, playing basketball abroad.
Oh man.
That hurts. But basically Flickr has a free plan, but it's limited to 1,000 photos. So that's something that you're not going to probably use. And you're limited to 200 megabytes and video files to 1 gig. You pay your $6.99 a month for unlimited storage without ads. And I can't see myself saying I'm only going to get 1,000 photos or pay $60 a year. SmugMug, real quick. Let's see, what are they talking about? $55 a year or $7 a month. You get unlimited uploads and a customizable website.
Yeah. SmugMug is cool, but so my problem with SmugMug, my problem with SmugMug is that Flickr and SmugMug are the same company. I can't remember who bought who. I don't know if Flickr bought SmugMug or vice versa, but and I still am trying to understand the use case. SmugMug is, I know SmugMug definitely has a much more customizable experience where, again, probably professional photographers can actually have a different tier where they can sell their photos on the site. And then if you buy one tier, there's no freeness on SmugMug. You have to pay to be part of that team.
SmugMug bought Flickr.
Okay, so there it is right there, and that whole integration right now still isn't as seamless as it probably should be. So like when Sirius bought XM, and it took a couple of years for that to become smooth. That's kind of where this is right now. But SmugMug is for either the amateur or the professional photographer, I think, who has a lot of photos, who really wants high quality, wants to have a customizable look and feel to that photo gallery. I'm a steer if you're going to choose from the ones we're talking about right now between Flickr and SmugMug. I'm gonna steer you towards SmugMug just before the capabilities that you have.
Yeah. I'm pulling up this article over here. I just Googled who owns Flickr, and then it just basically was saying that Flickr will soon start deleting photos and massive chunks of internet history. That is the title of the article. I'm not going to read the article, but I'm just
that doesn't sound like a good thing right there.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good as that is the title of the article. So just something to think about right there. 500 Pics. I've never heard of them before. It's a Canadian company.
Yeah, they're pretty well known.
They're more for professional.
Yeah, in the professional photography space as well. They have.
But who's going to pay that kind of money though?
Only the professionals. I looked at them a long time ago, but the money. What is it now? Oh yeah, 100. Yeah. Again, if you're selling, if that's what you do, right? Not just the photos of you and your kids hanging out at the playground or something. Yeah, those are all valuable as well. But man, if you're taking photographs and you're trying to sell those photographs because that's part of your livelihood, that's when you probably go to either hosting it yourself on your own blog, your own WordPress site, or whatever the case may be, or something like a 500px or something like a SmugMug. Not your Google Photos, not your iCloud,
right,
and not your Flickr. Just saying.
Right. Photo Bucket, a limited free plan, allowing you to upload 250 photos for free. So that Flickr gives you 1,000? Was it Flickr that gave you 1,000?
1,000, yeah.
So they're giving you 250 for free. If you would like to see, you can start with the beginner plan at $5.99 a month or $64.68 annually, which gives you 25 gigs of storage, along with no ads, password protected, album sharing, and an image editor. So basically they're saying for $5.99 a month, you're getting 25 gigs. Not trying to be funny, but let's go back up to Google Photos. You got 25 gigs. You're getting 15 for free. Yeah. And then if you pay, what was it again? If you pay, where were the numbers at? Here we go. You get 100 gigs for $1.99 a month.
Yeah.
100 gigs, and they're telling you you're only getting how many again for $5 something?
Again, not everyone has Google money. You might end up just
being stuck. Like, I mean, you might just say, "Let me just pay it." I'm just giving you a heads up. You know, Deviant Art. Let's move on to the next one.
Yeah. They've been around for a minute too.
I've never heard of them before, but with the free membership in Deviant Art, there are no restrictions on how much you upload for public access, and you get admission to DA's community of artists and art lovers. Core members enjoy additional perks. So for $3.95 a month or $39.95 a year, you get to sell your art with no service fee, but a 20% fee on a premium gallery, along with 20 gigs of private storage space. But this sounds more like for the professional here.
It is. It's for the folks that, again, have a catalog or a portfolio, and they want to collaborate with other photographers and share.
So this is not for the consumer.
Not typically. No, it's not. What is for the consumer is probably this next one right here, because everyone knows Amazon. Amazon. Everyone knows Amazon.
Amazon, but everybody's got Amazon, and you get what is it? You get remember, Prime members get 5 gigs of storage, and after that, There's a long list of storage plans available starting at $1.99 for 100 gigs. And there's something to keep in mind if you drop the Prime membership. The unlimited photo storage benefit. Man, I am struggling with the words today.
You need some
The
momentum,
unlimited photo storage benefits associated with the membership end. So if you cancel Amazon, you lose your photos.
Yep.
All uploaded photos count towards your Amazon Drive storage limit, and the total storage for non-Prime members, still and video, is 5 gigs. So if you plan on saying I don't know, do you think people would cut the Amazon Prime membership?
No, they got us hook, line, and sinker with Amazon Prime. Really.
Yeah. And your last one here, definitely another one I've never heard of, is Digo.
I have not heard of them.
Is geared toward the everyday photographer who uses images to make memories. Their artificial intelligence engine, which says it will show you the best moments of your life. To that end, its free ad-based version provides 100 gigs of storage, and you can view or download photos on an unlimited number of devices, but only upload from 3.
Mm-hmm.
You also have access. You also have to access your account to at least every 90 days to keep it active. Paid accounts include Pro at $2.99 a month, which removes the ads, and time limit gives you 500 gigs. So if you don't activate it every 90 days, then you pay the $2.99 a month. You don't have to worry about the time limit, and you get 500 gigs of storage, basically. So that one might actually be worth it here.
But I don't see anything about video, right? So video has to be part of this as well. Photos is cool and all, but we do a lot with video, and then what that quality of video is. So I mean, I can't see you doing something like this when you're going out there doing an event and not being able to store your video.
It's Memorial Day weekend. Maybe this might be take the Sunday, maybe an hour out on Monday. It's a free day, celebrate the ones, that protected the country, and delete some of those photos. I'm just being honest. I mean, just delete some of that content. I mean, I went through my phone last week and it was like, you know how you start the video and you mess up and you're like, oh, I didn't need that. Yeah. Man, I freed up maybe a gig and a half of stuff off of my phone. Crazy. And now that I have this 256 gig micro SD card into my phone, I was like, let me transfer some of this stuff to my micro SD card, and then it frees up the space off of my phone. Man. So unfortunately, iOS users don't have that opportunity or, have that access to an external SD card. But, like I said, the functionality of Google Photos being right there to back up your stuff. If you accidentally delete a photo off of your phone, it's still there in Google Photos.
Very true.
So it may really be a bit more beneficial to just keep Google Photos and just say, hey, I'm willing to shell out, $20 or, $40 a year, and just say, hey, let me just stick with Google. And it might be worth it, but to some others, no.
One more subscription. God.
Yeah. Where are you at your max? Like, how far are you?
I'm nowhere near, because I'm pretty anal about clearing up photos. So all of the random pictures, just like you said, right, are not there. So I'm probably at about 30% of my capacity. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, brother, it was another great day. If you guys are interested in any of those IRig products, they're both compatible for Android and iOS.
And PC and Mac.
PC and Mac. That's right. Yeah. Android, iOS, PC, and Mac. Mm-hmm. Feel free to go over to IK Multimedia. Tell Derrick Floyd that the lab sent you. And hopefully we can get in contact with him real soon to where we can do a giveaway. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a couple of people. Hopefully, there'll be a couple of people that will be happy and walk away with some great products. that IK Multimedia brings.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's good stuff. Let's go ahead and talk about. We're gonna switch it up a little bit. So every month we switch to keep our skills on point. We switch who's producing the lab, and we bring in some new technology. We bring in some new functionality, and you back at the wheel of steel next month, brother. You know.
Actually, I'll be using vMix next week. So as you clearly saw, I brought in the spin wheel on his system. So hopefully, we'll see what craziness or ideas I come up with. Because once again, James is more of the conservative one, but he's loose. And I'm more of the stickler for time. But I'm like, hey, let's just try it while we're live on the air. So I don't know how much freedom or how much randomness am I willing to go, but I'm looking forward to hopefully not freezing up using Switchboard Live. Hopefully we can get the owner from Switchboard Live onto the show before July. And if I'm correct, we are not doing a show next week.
That is correct.
So June 2nd, we will not be. We're going to still celebrate Memorial Day, and we're going to celebrate Jen's birthday.
Yes.
The missus of Mr. Hicks
keeps me out of trouble.
Who allows him to do all this streaming.
Amen.
On a weekly basis. And before I say anything more, you have a show that's coming up on Thursday that I definitely want to highlight.
Yeah.
Saying that you're going to be talking tech with a very big company, Intel, and you're going to be, picking their brain and, causing a little ruckus, politicking, shall we say?
Right. Look,
he's trying to get another job, y'all. That's really what it is.
I'm trying to take it to another level. But before I go into that, and I appreciate that. So we were also we're changing the live time for the lab to 8 p.m. Eastern time and 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time from now on, because just kind of looking at analytics and looking at the people that come and watch the show. We appreciate everyone, but I think we'll find a better time that fits right in the middle for everyone. So Laura says we are still live. It's almost like 5-hour energy, right? We gonna keep on going, but yes,
we shouldn't have been on this long.
we had a guest. We had 4 or 5 topics, but yeah, tomorrow I got some big things going on. I'm actually interviewing leadership from both Intel and a company called Enzolytics, and we're going to be talking about using AI, using artificial intelligence for social good. Some folks that I know at Intel have written a white paper talking about using artificial intelligence and how they can actually see new means of using medical technology to fight and prevent COVID, to fight and prevent HIV, to fight and prevent all kinds of ailments. So it's going to be a really, really good conversation. We're going to be recording it at 12:30 p.m. Pacific time, and I will premiere it at 3:30 on my YouTube channel and on LinkedIn. So
it won't be live.
It will not be live. The team did not want to go live, so hit me up on my YouTube channel there for when it actually premieres, again at 3:30 p.m. Pacific time and 6:30 Eastern. But yeah, we're going to be talking, like I say, using artificial intelligence for social good, and had a couple of pre-meetings with these gentlemen already, and I am incredibly excited about this conversation. So thanks for giving me the opportunity to talk about that.
Oh no, whenever you have opportunities like this, man, you got to highlight the greatness that you're doing. So once again, we'll resume on June 9th at 8 p.m. and we'll be using vMix. So y'all can say whatever y'all want to say.
Look at him grinning.
Yeah, I'm looking my chops over here. Yeah, I mean, you did some great things with the overlays, and hopefully I can find a way to add some more value to the show. I got 4 weeks to play with it, so and that's what it's all about.
Yep.
All right. With that being said, you see it. It's the lab.
Appreciate y'all. We out.